All right, so we've got to awkwardly stare at each other in this sort of close proximity because we're going to be talking about the difference between open hand and closed hand. So when our hand is closed, all we're using are the muscles in our fist and our arm and our shoulder. When our hand is open, we're actually using every muscle all the way up from our neck to our back to our stomach, all the way down to our toes. Everything is being activated when I open up my hand like this. Now, why? I don't know. I just know that it does. It's just biomechanics and it works. So that's why a lot of when we hit with our hands coming out and we do the 45 degree, our fingers are open. Because it activates every muscle in my body. And if I'm fighting somebody who's bigger than me, stronger than me, I need every advantage I can get. So boom, if I did this, it's not going to be as strong. Now it's still better than nothing, but it's not going to be as strong. If I do this, every muscle in my body is activating right into here. That's why when we fall, if you've ever been in public and you trip and you fall, that's why your hands come out like this. Nobody falls and their hands come out like this. Everybody does this because your body is trying to sort of get as much energy as possible to protect yourself and to spread out the force of the fall as wide as possible. So it's trying to create as much surface area as possible. So that's what we're doing in a conflict. So to demonstrate that, we're going to have Emma. So Sam's going to be our plank. Emma's going to put her fist right there. I'm going to step around, and I'm going to pull down on Emma's arm. Now notice, we've done this a couple of times, so Emma's going to be real strong. And even if her elbow doesn't bend, you'll notice her shoulder, her back, or her hip are the things that bend. Right? So here she comes down with me. So we're going to do it again. Keep your fist. Here she comes down with me. Right? It's just too much. Now she's going to open up her fist. She's going to stare right at the forehead on Sam. And I'm pulling down pretty dang hard. Probably harder than the first time. In fact, you can see the marks on Emma's arm. I apologize. You signed a waiver, right? All right. So look at his forehead. Right? And I can pull, and I could probably lift my legs off the ground. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want to. All right, good. Go. You guys can go off camera. So one of the things that we believe in Fight Right 24/7 is using what our body naturally does to defend ourselves. And so this, even though it looks weird, and by the way, sometimes I've had people say, well, that looks funny. I'm like, so? It's better than being dead. It's better than being overwhelmed. It's better than being beat up. All right, so if you do this, by the way, on camera and all your eyewitnesses, we both do this. We're mutual combatants. If the bad guy does this, but I do this, I look defensive. I didn't want this fight. But now I actually have more power than him. When I hit him with this, when I go to push him away, I'm actually striking with more force, more surface area. I have a higher chance of my strike landing. And even though it looks like a push or a block, it's actually a strike. And I'm going to strike him with as much force as possible and cause him to fly away or to push him away. So there we go. That's why we do an open hand. Fight Right 24/7. Like, subscribe, comment. Appreciate it. Appreciate Emma and Sam being here. And Abby's behind the camera. She's back there. She just waved at the monitor, so you can't see that. But just trust me, she's back there. All right. See you later.